Hello and welcome to the ID Talk podcast. My name is Peter Counter and I am the editor-in-chief of FindBiometrics, which is reporting live from Las Vegas, where the biometrics and identity industry has converged on ISC West, the world's premier security conference. The crowds are back at ISC West this year, and so is our own Doug OGorden, who is busy tracking down the leaders in identity and biometrics on the show floor. And that's why, in this special episode of ID Talk, he catches up with Rita Mounir, co-founder and COO of Allthenticate. Mounir showcases ReaderX, Authenticate's easy-to-install mobile access control solution that provides a truly frictionless user experience. From there, she lets us in on what's behind the growing surge in popularity for mobile access control solutions and speculates on the future of strong identity technology. It's a great conversation about an increasingly popular security paradigm, so let's get right to it. Here's FindBiometrics' Doug OGorden with Authenticate's Rita Mounir live at ISC West.
Hi FindBiometrics listeners, Doug OGorden here. I'm with Rita Mounir. She is co-founder and COO of Allthenticate. And I'm going to spell that for you so you know what it is. It's all, A-L-L, Thent, T-H-E-N-T, like authenticate. Authenticate. Allthenticate. Rita, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Doug.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, so we're at ISC West 2022. What's Allthenticate showing at the show this year?
Yeah, so thank you for inviting me for this interview. It's a pleasure to be here. We are showcasing our newest access control door reader, which is super small, super compact. It installs within 30 minutes. It doesn't need any controller boards. It's all cloud-based, so there's no wire running. There is no expensive installation. We worked really closely with a lot of locksmiths and installers to make sure that this installation is going to be very fast. So hence it's going to bring the cost down for our clients. And it looks just like a light switch. It's super small. It fits in an electrical box. In fact, it can even act like a light switch if you want it to. And all you have to do is grab your phone, have your phone in your pocket when you walk into work in the morning, and doors will just magically unlock. And so it's the newest, and I think, in my opinion, it's really revolutionizing the access control industry, because there is nothing in the market that's just as beautiful and as fast and magical as our door readers. We call it ReaderX.
Nice. Why has there been so much interest in mobile access solutions in the past few months, and should we expect mobile access to become the norm?
Yeah, that's a great question. I truly believe that mobile access is the future. I think keys, smart cards, passwords are really things of the past. They're going to be completely gone in the future. That's why a lot of our marketing material has your password is weak, your smart card is dumb, because we don't think smart cards are, they're great, they're cool, but they're not very convenient. They're a pain to use or a pain to carry. So having your phone, you already have your phone on you all the time. And in fact, if you lose your smart card on Friday, you're not going to realize until Monday when you're going to work. But if you lose your phone right now, I'll give you 5 minutes before you start freaking out and looking for it. So phones are really something that this whole generation is really used to, and they're just such an important part of our identity, I would say, even. Mm-hmm. And I think tying our physical and digital identity to our phones is really where the world is going. We've seen it with Apple wallets, for example. I can go weeks and weeks without my wallet. Unless I need my physical ID, which now the government is even working for the mobile ID, which I'm really excited for. But most of my credit cards are all on my phone, and I never need to carry them because everyone has Apple Pay. So if we can do that for wallets, we can totally do that for doors and websites. So our product is fully keyless, smart cardless, and passwordless. So really just use your phone to unlock everything at work, whether it's a door, whether it's it's a computer, it's a website. Everything just magically unlocks. And I think smartphones are the solution. And they're just so easy to use. And you can leverage your existing, the biometric that's already on the phone, you can use it to unlock your doors and computers with Authenticate. So it's highly flexible and highly secure, and I do think that a lot of the new technologies are taking the smartphone route, and the future is definitely going to be smartphone based.
Sure. Last question is, we just finished our 2021 research project. We're beginning to work on 2022. It's our 20th anniversary next year. It's a cheap plug for us.
Hello.
Yeah, 20 years.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Happy 20th anniversary.
Yeah. What do you see in the security industry happening this year that will change ID or authentication or biometrics? What's your hot recommendation, or what your crystal ball says what?
I do think that usability is going to win. I think the future is definitely very usable and frictionless. I think frictionless is going to win, and highly usable is what's going to be in the future. Outside of the access control, I know we are in an access control conference, but I do see a lot of people and big companies like Microsoft going passwordless. It's very new for, I think it's a wave that's coming, and it's maybe the beginning of it, but it's going to start, and a lot of companies are going to follow for the passwordless, like truly passwordless. I'm not talking...
Frictionless, mobile.
Yes, correct.
Is going to win. The revolution has begun.
The revolution has begun, exactly. Yeah. And the passwordless is really, not a lot of people get it, but I think it's starting, and I really hope we can, be one of the biggest players in this wave, but I really see it going to other authentication conferences. It's really cool to see that people are really thinking that way and going with the passwordless.
Yes. Cool. Well, enjoy the show. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Doug. It's
And so concludes our interview with Rita Mounir, co-founder and COO of Allthenticate. To learn more about the topics discussed in this episode, visit Allthenticate.net. And for more identity and biometrics industry coverage straight from ISC West, stay posted to FindBiometrics.com. I'd like to thank Rita for joining us on the podcast, and thank you to Doug OGorden for conducting the interview. Our podcast theme music is by Logomrad. I have been your host, Peter Counter. Thank you for listening to the ID Talk Podcast.